Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Late Tea Time Podcast, the Olympics. And what a wonderful tournament it is. What a wonderful 2 weeks it is. Comes around once every 4 years. And I think by virtue of that, it's very, very special. James and DT with you, as always. We're going to be getting into the Olympics men's golf as we go further through this podcast. But from a British point of view, I mean, the Americans watching that are chanting USA, USA. We're ahead of you in the medals table. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we've done ever so well, haven't we? I think pre-Olympics, the target was 50 to 70 medals. So we seem to be on pace to do better than that. And we've got a load of golds as well, double figures now in the gold medal tally. So, yeah, I love it. I love the Olympics.
I think we're ahead of where we've been, certainly in modern times. We're ahead of where we've been at this stage.
Yeah, sometimes you have to get reminded, don't you, that in Atlanta, we won one gold medal. One.
I was saying, DT, that when we were younger, so much younger than today, we never needed anybody's help in any way, but we also we got 1 or 2 medals, maybe 3 if we were lucky. And those winners of the gold medals used to be household names forever because they were the only people that got any attention because they were the gold medalists. Whereas now I forget to remember. I don't know who's won them all.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of over Daley Thompson, wasn't it? And then you might get someone, Malcolm Cooper, in the shooting or something like that. But now we've got them with all the lottery money that's gone into sport in the UK.
That's fantastic.
You get fantastic amount of winners, and I love it.
I'll tell you what the Americans watching do is rather than actually do the medals table in order of golds, they do it in total. So on the New York Times the other day, they were leading the world because they've got more medals than anybody else, but they haven't got more golds than anybody else. But make it work for you. That's what I say. Make it work for you. Anyway, let's get into the Paris 2024 Olympics men's final round preview. And we have got a very interesting tournament as things stand. Jon Rahm and Xander Schauffele leading the line at the moment with a round to go. 14 under. Got Tommy Fleetwood, who's had 2 excellent rounds. He's 13 under. Nikolai Højgaard, Hideki Matsuyama, 11 under. Rory and Scotty, 10 under, alongside Tom Kim and Thomas Detry. It's a star-studded leaderboard, DT, and a very exciting final 18 holes beckons, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been great, and all the players have been saying what an atmosphere it's been because golf only came back into the Olympics in 2016, so it still needs a bit of adjusting. And if you remember back in Rio, there was all that Zika virus. Was it the Zika virus? I think it was. And a load of players who probably didn't really fancy it were almost using that as, well, I won't go, I won't play in that. And then in Tokyo, it was obviously COVID, so there were no crowds. So golf, even though it's come back into the Olympics, it's had a bit of a kind of false start. But now the crowds at Le Golf National, where the Ryder Cup was held in 2018, everyone's saying that the atmosphere is astonishing, incredible. The only thing I've got with it is I cheer on these guys every week, and I'm forgetting what nationality they are. Obviously, I'm watching all the other Olympics, and I'm thinking, go on, Great Britain. But I almost have to be reminded that Tommy Fleetwood is British because I'm thinking, that's Tommy. Wouldn't it be great if Tommy Fleetwood won? And I'm thinking, because it'd be great for Tommy Fleetwood because he deserves to win. But I'm not sort of thinking in sort of Great Britain terms. So it's like I'm just as happy to see someone else win. I sort of lose the sort of nationality of it.
Yeah. There's some very good names to say at the top of the leaderboard. Let's look at the prices. Xander Schauffele, it has been rather marvellous recently. Xander Schauffele's 13-8. Jon Rahm, 21-10. Tommy Fleetwood is 11-2. Scotty Scheffler is 16s. Rory is 20. Hideki, who's had a good time of it so far, 25-1. Nikolai Højgaard, 35s. Tom Kim, 45s. And the rest are bigger. I mean, we were talking ahead of going live today, Dave, and we're usually looking for the winner, or maybe an each way pick if it's early doors in the tournament. But with the podium and 3 medals up for grabs, there's slightly different markets for this, aren't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's the win only. You've still got your top 5 and top 10 markets, but you're seeing a top 3 market or a podium market, which obviously reflects that, they're playing for medals. And in some cases, say for example, Tom Kim, if he wins a medal, he gets out of doing Korean national service. So that's a huge thing for him.
I don't know if you were you watching the gymnastics earlier, and there was a guy from the Philippines, I think, who won the first ever gold for Philippines, and I think they've got 22 athletes in the entire Olympics, and their government says if you win a gold, if you bring a gold home, you get a house plus land. So basically, he's got a gold medal, and he's also going to go back to a new house. So
it's a nice bonus, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, if you're Korean, we've seen it with other Korean golfers that they've got this national service. And Tom Kim's got other chances to sort of avoid it. He may be happy to do it, but it's hard to take that chunk out of your career. But he, normally if he was third in an event from here, he'd go, "Oh, I could have won that really." Third is like, it's okay, but here it's a medal, and it's a huge thing for him. So. You could look at, there's so many storylines, but that's a Tom Kim one, and it explains why you've got to sort of, when you're betting, you're thinking third is really good. So look at those markets that are podium or just with 3 each way places.
What you got for me then? Where should we start with the betting today?
Well, if you remember last week, I put up Jon Rahm to win the Live event because I thought his season had flipped around because he'd been sort of dawdling away on the Live Tour since going, almost cutting a bit of a sad figure rather than the sort of Spanish bull that knocks everyone aside. And it just wasn't happening for him. But you saw at the Open, suddenly he was on the charge again. So tipped him for the Live Golf event in the UK, which he won. It's a shame he just dipped in the second round because we looked at him wire to wire, I think, didn't we, at 22s? But I think he led after rounds 1 and 3, but had a dip in the middle. But he's tied for the lead. So in my eyes, this is Jon Rahm back. This is the proper Jon Rahm back again. And if you take that view, I don't see why he's 21-10 and Xander Schauffele is 13-8. Well, I kind of do. Schauffele is kind of the man with the kind of, the mojo going at everything. But Rahm at his best and Schauffele at his best, you'd probably give the edge to Rahm slightly on that. So I think Rahm is a backable price at 21-10. I had a look. So he's tied for the lead now. The last 6 times he's been tied for the lead after 54 holes, he's converted it into a victory. So from this position, Jon Rahm is excellent. And you look at... I think the other thing,
54 holes very often though now, does he?
Well, not anymore, no. But when he did, he was very, very good at it. But if you... The other element, of course, is, it's the Olympics. He's got the Spanish flag flying for him. He loves it when he's got the Spanish flag kind of into the equation because you look at his record in his home Open de España, played it 5 times, won it 3 times. So he loves it when he's kind of doing it doing it for Spain kind of thing. So I think he might be unstoppable tomorrow. So he's my win-only bet. Not an amazing price, but because of Schauffele, I think it's a backable price.
Do you know what, though? I think Schauffele, he's just a machine at the moment, and he's the defending champion as well, so he's got that to play for.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue that it's all going for him, but you could also argue that, can the planets keep aligning for him every week? Will he just get an unlucky break at some point?
Do you give any chance? Sorry, do you give any chance for the likes of? I mean, you got Hideki at 11 under. Tommy Fleetwood's just 1 behind, but Rory and Scotty are 10 under. And it's the sort of thing Rory might do, isn't it? To just go berserk tomorrow. Scotty as well.
Yeah, one of the interesting things with McIlroy is always where's his mind at? And he said it seems a lot more fun than a major. This he's not got 10 years of kind of the weight on his shoulders. Come on, Roy, win a mate. It's like, this is a bit of a nice kind of bonus time. It's a chance for him to sort of save his season, really, if he won gold. I think he's a danger, to be honest, McIlroy from here. The trouble is there's so many big players around him. Can he pick them all off? But I do come back to this each way betting on the medal market. I quite like him I think he might win a medal. Gold's going to be tough, but just to win a medal, he's 10-3 with Sky Bet.
Was it last time he was in the playoff, and there's about 7 of them in the playoff, and he didn't quite make it, did he?
Yeah, so he's got that kind of as well to put that right. So Yeah, I think he's dangerous tomorrow, just because it's kind of more of a fun vibe, I think, for him, and I think he thrives in that situation.
We should say thank you very much to manscaped.com for their, they're fairly new to us, fairly new sponsorship of the Late Tea Time podcast. If you go to manscaped.com, choose your weapons to get yourself nice and smooth. They did sponsor the Triathletes of America, by the way, because they all shave everything off, don't they? But anyway, manscaped.com, quote late when you go onto the manscaped.com site. You get 20% off and you get free shipping.
Forever you and me. Right by my side, where you ought to be. 'Cause if I ever were to lose you, I just don't know what I'd do. Let me hear you now.
I quite like that music. Let me hear you now. Anyway, manscaped.com, quote late, and you get 20% off and you get free shipping. Are you about to burst into song? Were you there?
I do like that advert. It's clever. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cheeky.
Yeah, they've got some good adverts out there. We'll play a few different ones as we go through. But anyway, back to the golf. So you've given me the John Rahm bet 21-10 for old Rambo to win the gold. I mean, he'd be a popular winner, wouldn't he? And there's plenty of Spaniards, I'm sure, have travelled to France to watch him. Anything else for me?
Yeah, I think I will go with Rory to win a medal. I think that's the best way to play him. I mean, you could, if you back him each way, I think you can get 20s. There's a fair chance you're going to lose the win element of that bet. But if you just kind of put all your stake on a medal and you're getting the full, whatever it is, 10-3 for Rory to win that medal. Okay. I just can see a Rory charge. What I do just think, though, is those very, very top players are just a little too far ahead of him.
So Rory, 3-1 you can get Rory with Boyle Sport.
Yeah. Well, if you look under in odds check, if you look under Podium finish, which is the same kind of thing, I think you get 10-3.
Okay, well, it's 3-1 for top. I mean, it's the same thing. 3-1 top three. Can't find Podium on here unless I crank it right open. Let's have a look. See if I can find it. So you've got Rory to finish on the podium, bronze or better. Mm-hmm. Anybody else that kind of grabs your attention? Oh, here we go. Podium finish. I was just basically waffling there to try and fill some airtime whilst I found him. Here he is. Yeah, you're right. 100-30 for that. Just shows you sometimes that you can get exactly the same bet at different prices. It's always worth having a bit of a scoot around to find the best one. Anything else then? Rory and Rambo. Anything else? Yeah.
So Rahm to win, Rory to get a medal. Probably going to be silver or bronze. If I was picking someone a bit further down in the each way betting, I'd go for Tom Kim. Okay. I do think. I mean, you can see it two ways. Can't you? He's got that pressure of trying to win a medal. But it could also be a sort of thing to pull him forward. And he did come over last year to play the Open de France. I remember in the Ryder Cup, Justin Thomas was the only American to come and play the course before that Ryder Cup. He got his reward by finishing as top US points scorer. And I think a few of us backed him because of that. I just wonder if Tom Kim put in the graft to come and play that course, unlike some of the others. I just wonder if he'll get rewarded with a medal. So he's the value kind of each way player, I think.
I'm going to ask you a question here, which might turn out to be stupid. That's my role on this podcast, everybody. I press.
You play it very well, I must say.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm an expert at it. Tommy Fleetwood, when they did so well in the Ryder Cup, and he was with Molinari, was it that friend? Was that the same course?
Yes, that's right.
It wasn't a stupid question then.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. It was.
So there's good memories for Tommy.
That's right. Yeah. Mollywood, wasn't it? Mollywood. That was the partnership.
They woke up in bed the next day together, didn't they?
Yeah, they did like a little funny photo, didn't they? Yeah. I suppose the only thing with that, and going back to John Rahm, on that Sunday when Europe won the Ryder Cup, John Rahm beat Tiger Woods, so he's got good memories of Sundays at Le Golf National. Tommy Fleetwood had kind of run out of gas, and he got hammered. Was it Finau? Somebody, he lost his single. So, I mean, Fleetwood has said, because there's such strong memories of that, the crowd are almost pulling for him, even though it's a predominantly French crowd. So he's got great vibes there. And of course, if he did win, that would count as a PGA Tour win, which he hasn't got either. But I don't know. I mean, they all want to win, don't they? But I just think Tom Kim maybe is the one for me at the value price. I mean, if the market plays out, the three leaders now, Rahm, Schauffele and Fleetwood, the betting suggests they're the medalists. I just think there'll be a twist. And it might be Tommy is the one to fall out.
18 holes is a long time, isn't it? And when you're battling for medals and what have you. I mean, I don't know if there's a market for it still, but for there to be a playoff isn't the daftest thing in the world. We saw that, as I say, 3 years ago in Tokyo, and it's quite congested at the top with a lot of very good players. Could quite easily see a playoff in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's such a quality cast. You think you to win it, you're probably going to have to shoot, I don't know, 66 maybe 67. But yeah.
I'm assuming as well, if say John Rahm finishes 20 under and then Rory's 19 under, but then there's 5 of them on 16 under, they'll play off for the bronze, I guess, as well, wouldn't they?
There's only one medal of each colour up for grabs, yeah. I know in some other sports you can get like it tied, can't you? But no, they play it out, so one bronze medal, yeah.
Or if you're those high jumpers, you just basically shake hands and agree to have a gold each. If only life was always like that.
When was that? It was an Italian guy and a South African, was it? I think it was.
I was a big hairy Italian, wasn't there? In the South, it was quite a nice moment, wasn't it? It was a good sporting moment. Yeah. You get good things like that in sport.
Yeah, and we've got the athletics on now, haven't we? Which is always worth a watch.
Oh, it's fantastic! I love it. I mean, in the Olympics, I watch things that I would never usually. Say there was, I don't know, 5 things on the television I was half interested in, and there was show jumping on. I'd not watch it, but because it's the Olympics and there's a gold medal on it, I'd watch everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's special, isn't it? Yeah, and like you say, because of watching it as a kid growing up, it's such a, I don't know, it's just exciting, isn't it? I still get that same excitement.
Yeah. I know it is fantastic. Of course, if you're having a bet on the Paris 2024 golf, then please always gamble responsibly. So we've picked John Rahm 21-10. We've picked Rory to win a medal to Podium 100-30 for Rory, and Tom Kim as well 11-2 for him to climb onto the podium, whether it be bronze, silver, or gold. But looking forward to that. As I say,
say that again at the end there.
Tom Kim.
Yes. At what price?
He is 11-2.
I'd say Podium, because I think I might have said each way, possibly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but now you've said that, he's kind of, if you wanted to play a big price outsider, I think you could back him each way.
All right, okay.
But
so what is he? What was he to win it? I can't remember now.
I think he's quite big, isn't he? 40s or something.
Let's have a look. He is Tom Kim, known on the various sites as Yu Hyung Kim, sometimes, which is his full name. Was what his mother calls him. 45-1.
Is that 2 places or 3? It's quite important to look at your each way terms.
That is for 2 places. For 3 places, you can get him at 40s.
With,
but there's a few. Yeah.
So I think maybe because it's that, Rory was a shorter price, because you can get such a big price, 40s. Maybe go each way with those 3 places on Tom Kim.
Okay, we'll play Tom Kim each way then. Gamble responsibly. This has been a sports broadcast media production. Whether it's golf, whether it's athletics, whether it's tiddlywinks, enjoy the rest of the Olympics, DT, and everybody out there watching. And I was going to say we'll be back with you next week, but I have no idea what I'm doing because I'm waiting for surgery. I was supposed to have it last Monday. I should have been just arriving back home now to recover. Haven't had it yet. So if it happens in the next week, we won't see you next week. If it doesn't happen in the next week, we will see you next week. So hopefully we'll see you. Hopefully I'll see you very soon indeed. And we will go through some more bets on the Later Tea Time podcast. I'm trying to find how to take that off the bottom of the screen. There we go.
While you do that, I'll just say, if you are around, next week it's the Women's Olympic golf tournament, and we might maybe get Matt Cooper in to give us the lowdown on that, because he's the expert in that field.
He's the expert on women, is he?
Women's golf. I don't know about women in general.
No, he doesn't strike me. No. If you're watching, Matt, hope you're very well. And we will see you then, hopefully, next week. Well, I mean, I'll give DT the login. He can do it with Matt on his own. That's a dangerous thing, giving DT the buttons. Anyway, have a good week, everybody. Enjoy the golf, enjoy the Olympics, and we'll see you very soon indeed. Cheers all.
Always gamble responsibly. Visit begambleaware.org for more information.